Hello, my name is Peter Vermeulen from Autism in Context. Through one of the umbrella organizations of education in Flanders, we got a question about autistic children being afraid of seeing people wearing mouth masks. More and more we see people wearing mouth masks in the streets, and probably it's going to be part of the new normal. And it seems that many children are anxious about seeing people wearing mouth masks. Now, first of all, we need to understand where that anxiety could come from. And possibly it's linked to the autistic thinking, more in particular, the context blindness we see in autistic children. Context blindness means that they make fixed, absolute connections between something they see or hear and a meaning. When the first people with the mouth mask appeared in the news and on the media, they were all connected to negative meanings like sickness, death, infection. We saw nurses, doctors, and so on. Another negative connection that children could make, and where they don't switch to the new context, is probably from seeing movies or cartoons where you see thieves and burglars who also cover up their face. So that's another negative connotation. And one girl said, I think all these people are angry at me because I don't see their mouth. And now I don't know how they feel. Now, this is one of the consequences of the typically emotion recognition training for autistic children, where we show them pictures of faces and then they have to learn to say happy, sad. And actually, this is a wrong thing to do, because human beings don't read emotions from faces, but into faces. And now that half of the face is being covered, well, it's even more difficult for autistic children to know what people's intentions are. So what can we do? Well, pushing the context button is my tip. Clarify the context of people wearing mouth masks. And to start with, you could say, look, people are wearing a mouth mask when they come into situations where they can't keep the physical distance needed in these days. So when they wear a mouth mask, it's actually an act of politeness and being gentle and taking care of other people. So these are people who are very positive people. The second thing is, yes, you cannot see the mouth. But it's not because you don't see them out that they are necessarily angry. It could be that they are smiling underneath the mouth mask. You can't see them out. It could be positive. Maybe they are happy that they finally can buy toilet paper now, or that the weather is nice. And yes, some people look a bit worried maybe when they come out on the street, if you look at their eyes. But worried does not mean they are angry. It's normal to be worried and concerned in these days. And actually, most people you see on the street, they don't know you. So they cannot even be angry at you. It's good to visualize this. Show pictures of people with mouth masks. Ask some questions. Can you really see if somebody is angry who wears a mouth mask? Make even a social story about it. Now, there are children who will not understand your explanation and when you push the context button, and maybe even will not understand if you visualize it in pictures and photographs of a social story. So therefore, I have another proposal. Why don't we all visualize the smile underneath our mouth mask? We all know that laughter and smile are probably even more contagious than the coronavirus. Well, let's make it visual. Let's go out and put on a happy face. That's even a very nice song to listen at. Let's put on a happy face in our mouth mask and bring a little bit of joy and humor in these difficult times.